From the Doll Corner, and welcome to my channel. And today I come back to finish up my last video. I cut it short because I was having problems and I wasn't getting it right. So I was going to show you, if you haven't watched the last video, go back and watch it and then come and watch this and it'll make more sense. But I said how I was doing sewing knits and how to make a nice hem on them. And you see this is a four-way stretch. It just stretches every which way. And it can be a little hard to make a nice hem on it. So what I do is I take a little piece of this Stitch Witchery and I placed it right along that edge. Now if I can't get it, sometimes depending on the fabric, it wants to be contrary, I will take and put a little dot of Elmer's glue, just a couple along here, just to hold it. And I do it on the underside, at the back of the hem, so that if it does come through, it won't show on the right side of the fabric, on the front of the garment. And I just do it like that, and then put it in like that, knit holes. And then I press that. And then you see I have it. And this one I just serged along the edge. And then I turn it over like that, and I will press it. This one I put a little bit of glue on. And I just turn it over like that, and then press it. And I will sew it. Now, the stitch I use is a stretch stitch that keeps going. It's a straight stitch, but it keeps going back and forth, and it gives you a nice stretch seam. And I place it, I turn it up the other way, so I'm on the right side of the fabrics. And I can tell where my seam is, or where my serging is. You can feel it through this fabric. And you can see how the machine goes back and forth. With this stitch. Let's try to get you some more. That's where I was having a little trouble, wowed it a little bit. But you can see how it stretches. Maybe shouldn't have stretched it when I was. And then I just move it over to the, and sew the second stitch. Now I have a ballpoint needle in my machine. But you can see how that eases. on that. Now you could, I guess, do that with the, I have some of this stretch thread. You may not be able to see it, but it stretches. If you didn't have that stretch stitch on your machine, you probably could get away with this thread that stretches, because it doesn't, well, it does break, but it takes quite a pull. So that's, now this is, I was using just a regular needle, and I tried sewing this, and you can see I didn't make a very good job of it, but I put my ballpoint needle in, and you can see how much nicer that turned out. It just wasn't working with this. But you'll see how nice a hem that is. Now I'll take this, and I won't put any of my Stitch Witchery in it, and I'll try sewing it and see what happens. Well, that didn't do too bad with that stretch stitch. I was surprised, because most times it all sort of goes roughly. But no, that wasn't too bad. So it depends. I think the ballpoint needle really makes a difference too, because this is a really flimsy material, and it just stretches every which way. So that's what I wanted to tell you, how I actually did that. So please subscribe, touch the bell to be notified, and I'll leave a link for my basic doll pattern book below, as well as my email. And thanks for watching. I hope this has cleared up some of my goofs I made yesterday. And thanks for watching. Bye now.